The chase for the sub 40 10k is still on, but first I have one huge event to get out of the way before I really take my running to the next level in 2026, and that event is Hyrox this December. Only 2 weeks out, it's time to lock in. But in this week's episode, alongside tackling the running, we face an even bigger obstacle, and that is the Slattery's Chocolate Challenge. Stay tuned for that one.
Yes team, we are 2 weeks away from London Hyrox, which means we are just sharpening the tools right now. We have spent a good amount of time trying to push the running, which has always been my downfall. The last times I did these Hyroxes, I was always struggling with the runs, but now I feel ready. The biggest dread that I've got going into this London Hyrox is definitely, obviously, the sled push into running. I think that's last time, that's where my legs really suffered. So I can still imagine that feeling that I've got now of coming off the sled and going into a run. Another area as well, which caught me off guard big time, was the row machine. Going from the row machine, getting off the row machine and running was just insane. The feeling was absolutely mental. This Hyrox prep and sort of like this 12 to 16 weeks that I've been training for it have gone very well. The downside is I probably haven't got on to doing the sled pull, the sled push, or done as many simulations as what I'd like to have done during the training prep. But I feel like because I built such a good base and I'm already quite strong anyway, it's all going to come together quite nicely. So we'll see on the weekend during this simulation, probably my first proper simulation of doing it in this prep with the new fitness levels and stuff of how I'm going to perform on the day. So this weekend is going to be a massive tell. Doubles is a whole different ball game when it comes to Hyrox than the event itself. It's so much more intense than the solos. With the solos you can just dig deep, you're there by yourself, you can just slow down if you want to a little bit, and you've got a bit more leeway. Whereas doubles, it's kind of just a sprint all the way through and you're just going hell for leather. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how I react being at like 170 heart rate for like an hour, but I'm ready, I'm good. I've done a lot of good preparation. I've made sure, one of the big positives coming out of this prep, that what I've done differently is being in threshold, not just with running, but also with other exercises as well. Holding myself at that 160 plus for a long period of time, doing things like that are related to Hyrox a lot more, such as burpees, lunges, doing those exercises while being under fatigue, and then obviously running as well. That's been a huge one. The compromised running, which I've not really done loads of it, I've just put all that stuff together, like the Hyrox and the running, because I feel like compromised running is just running on heavier legs. So any sort of fartlek training or changing speeds within your running is going to help with that for sure. So I've definitely come a long way, and this weekend is going to be an eye-opener. I've not even pointed out how cold it is today. It's about -4 right now. This lake is literally frozen. My hands are just perishing.
Following on from yesterday, we are here parked up, ready. I think we have around 20 minutes until our table is ready for us. It's Slattery's for the Chocolate Challenge. Strategy is, last time I attacked the cake first and then went through the chocolate cups, if you've ever been. But this time I'm gonna go for the cream, get it out of the way, and then hit the chocolate cake and then proceed to hit the rest. So if there's ever been a better carb loading food than today, it is this chocolate challenge, because this Hyrox simulation tomorrow needs to be prepared, well fueled. And I think this chocolate challenge is definitely going to be worthy of carb loading. So yeah, without further ado, let's get in there.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
A few moments later.
Failed attempt.
Slattery's challenge has been done. I am sat in the car feeling quite sicky now, off the back of going in with a strategy and it being an absolute failure. I didn't even get close to what I got last time, and I feel like that's because I knew what was coming. As soon as I got that feeling of what, like PTSD of what happened beforehand, I had to nick it in the bud because things were just getting out of control if I carried on, and even I feel a bit sicky now and I stopped like sort of halfway, quarter of the way in, whatever. So yeah, I won't be going back to do that challenge again. I've tried it twice. First time was an absolute, you know, great effort, and then the second time has been a bit of a flop. So job done. Hopefully it's given me the fuel for tomorrow's session. We'll soon find out.
Yes team, we are out here in Tatton Park maximising the sun. When the weather's like it is in Britain, uncertain, overcast, grey, you've got to maximise the sun. I'm getting a double training session in today. Usually what happens on a Tuesday is I have a track with Vale Royal track session, but I'll end up doing that in the day because I don't want to go at night time when it's raining. And typically recently the weather has just been raining constantly. So we'll go in track tonight because the forecast is very nice. So, well, it's sunny at least. I don't mind the cold. I'll take the sunny cold over the rain all day. Anyway, enough of another weather report from Tom. What an absolute travesty. We messed up and forgot the recording gear, the camera. Didn't even take my phone with me to the Hyrox simulation, so I didn't get any footage, which is just outrageous. Because I was so looking forward to it. I was just so in the zone. So, in terms of a breakdown, it went really well. We got 55 minutes. There's some really good areas. Our actual run split times are really tight. There's nothing crazy. Like, we didn't start losing our pace towards the end of the full sort of sim, which is great. So yeah, really good. Our sled push was outrageous. So there's lots of things to take away from it for sure. Another thing that to take on board as well with the Hyrox sim, I didn't prep or carb load or take any supplements for it, and my body reacted really well. You know, the next day I was back up doing an easy run. I didn't cramp up during. I had that food challenge which you guys have just seen the day before, and my stomach was trashed. I didn't feel sick, but I felt my stomach was just super sensitive, so I couldn't eat all night. So there's loads of things which the carb loading obviously is necessary, but all the supplements and stuff, like I will be taking the Morton bicarb system. I'm going to trial that this weekend, so I didn't actually trial it for the sim because my stomach was so sensitive. But they are just the 1%. And what I mean by 1% is if someone's running, say, 15-16 minute 5Ks, they don't have to get all the supplements. They could turn up on their worst day and still get a sub 20 on the 5K. So it's all down to conditioning. And the supplements and stuff, it's just the 1% margins that might get you over the line. But quite frankly, the training is the most important thing, like getting your body conditioned. I might have said it before, but I did a Hyrox solo and I was cramping up mid-event and everything, and it just wasn't good. I could blame the tight shorts, I could blame not carb loading, but let's be honest, I just didn't train properly. I didn't give it the credit it deserved or the respect, and I didn't put the hours in, the volume in to get my body conditioned. But this time is different. So this will be the final video leading up to Hyrox London. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.